Okay, so till now we learnt about external organ, internal organ, the 5 sense organ, the different parts, its function, how it perform, and the different important parts of those organs. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about people with special needs. I told you when we talk about sense organs, you just see, you enjoy the beauty of nature, you learn through your visual. Like when I am teaching, you are seeing me and you are hearing me. So you use your eyes as well as your ears. Okay, so those 2 sense organs you are using. And when I am talking to you, when I am teaching, I am using my body also. Different bones and the muscles are also moving. But while learning, more than teaching, I am talking while learning to be a student, it helps you. The eyes and the ears helps you a lot. When you see something, other than the normal classroom teaching, when you observe nature, you just see the birds flying, you see the beautiful butterflies drinking nectar, the honeybees, everything. So you learn naturally through vision. And same way, when imagine you are going to a music class, you learn from the music teacher the different sounds, the different ragas. So there the ear plays a major role in learning the sounds, the pronunciation. When an English teacher teaches you something, she confines to the pronunciation, how you have to pronounce each word. So both these 2 organs play an important role. And when imagine if there may be certain students who may lack, who may have some damages or some disability in that vision or in hearing. Those people are with special needs. They cannot lead a normal life. They will have a tough time. So we have to help them. Okay. So this session will help you to know about the people living around you are not blessed exactly like you. Some will have all the organs healthily playing there inside your body or inside their body. And there are certain people who are, you cannot say unlucky, but still I feel bad for them, or you should feel empathy that they have some disability or weakness, or they may lack. I think you may be knowing at least one word among this: disability, disabled. Ability means the talent or the capacity to do something. Like imagine there is a teacher who can sing songs, who sings nicely the poems, and there may be a certain teacher who can run fast, your PT teachers, or there may be teachers who dances very well. It can be among the students also. There may be different talents, ability, capacity. Opposite is disability, who cannot do something properly or easily or effectively. Weakness, opposite of strength. So there may be some part of the body which is affected and which they may lack. They don't have it in a proper way. And that general word is called as impaired. Okay. So it may be in one sense organ or it may be more than one. So if you are, or if anyone are visually impaired, they cannot see properly. Okay. Same way, if you cannot hear, so that means they are hearing impaired. They cannot hear properly. Maybe complete deafness, or it may be partial. Sometimes they may be able to hear something but not clearly. And when your hearing is affected, your communication also becomes affected. So what happens? You may not speak properly. So speech also will be impaired or affected. So if in one particular sense organ is affected, you become disabled. It can be some students or someone in your family or somewhere you must have traveled or you must have seen some people who may be visually impaired, means they cannot see, though they don't have a proper sight, or they may be completely blind. And there may be certain people or certain students who cannot hear properly, and generally we generalize them as a deafness. And when you cannot hear properly, that will affect your communication skill, because if you cannot hear a sound, you cannot imitate that, you cannot reciprocate. So that speech is affected. So these people have some special needs. So here you will learn first about the people who are having difficulty in seeing, in vision. So like you read your textbook when you identify the alphabets and the words. So first when you are in kindergarten you learn the alphabets, then the words, then the sentence, then you read fluently. Okay, you have to read every day at least any one page of any one book or newspaper or magazine, which improves your memory, vocabulary, many things. Okay, but if the people or any student or anyone cannot see, they are visually impaired or visually affected. So how can they read? They can just read with the help of a special code called as Braille. Okay. Imagine when you are walking. Some I have seen certain students. They have a habit of going on, touching all the surface. They love to feel. And when you love a pet animal, you just pat over the body. Okay. So you can feel by touch. If the hair is silky and smooth, you love to touch it. Some people just go on touching or feeling the hair. And the flowers, it will be very smooth, the silk, etc. And the same way, the roads, the concrete roads, or anything which are very bumpy and rough. So you can feel the texture by touching it. Same way, the people who have, so they may not be having a proper eyesight, but they may have the skin that will help them to touch and feel. And this is how the person called as Louis Braille, okay, invented the Braille code. It is nothing but raised dots on paper. So it's around 6 dots for each word or alphabet. They have their own pattern. So by touching those dots, the blind students, they learn in special schools like blind school, where they go and they learn like how you learn here, how you learn normal school. They learn in blind school the alphabets, the words, everything, the content, everything. Okay, so in that course they learn to touch. It's also called as tactile, like how you learn by touching it. So when you touch a paper which is poked by some sharp tools, when you put nails on the wall, it goes inside. Same way when you put a pointed the compass or nail on paper, the other side becomes projected or raised. Okay, so these raised dots help them to create their own language, which helps the blind people to read, write and learn many things. Okay, so Braille code is a language invented by Louis Braille, who was actually born normal, but at the age of 3 he met with an accident and he became blind, and he went to a blind school, and at the age of 15 he invented this Braille code, which helped or which is helping all the blind people in the world by the particular dots, the 6 dots, and through that they can create their own language for the blind people, by which they can learn, they can teach, many things they can do. Okay, so that is about Louis Braille and the Braille code, which helps visually impaired people or the blind people. The next, I told you, hearing and speech impaired. If you cannot hear properly, you cannot speak properly. But again, there are many things like speech therapy. I don't know how many of you are aware, but there are. But still, it cannot be completely cured if you are dumb. But still that will or that may improve the communication skill. So when your hearing and speech is impaired, which is affected or disabled, they are taught a special language called as sign language. So, the people with hearing and speech impairment use sign. Now, when I am talking, I am just using these actions. Same way, those people are taught by the special teachers in special school how to use a sign language. So, they have everything like we wish good morning, they say hello like this, then say sorry, like that. They have their own way of communication, and they use the different body parts Even the facial expression, like when you are asking a question, some teachers raise their eyebrows. Same way, they have their own way of using the various body parts to communicate, because they cannot speak like us. They cannot use language. They cannot use words, vowels, anything. So they use the different body parts, the hand and fingers, especially with the facial expression, to communicate. So they are the people who have speech and hearing impairment. So these are the people with special needs that you have to be aware in your age, and just see around. You will find such people communicating with a special way of teaching and learning and living in our world. Thank you.